morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Charlotte McBride, joined by Heather Vitale. We have a lot going on in this week's show. It's racing's fastest paced half hour, and it is jam-packed.
Oh my goodness, there is so much going on. I hope our viewers are awake because I'm telling you, guys are going to have to keep up with us today.
That's right, we have a lot going on. Here is what you can expect to see in this next half hour. On today's show, we have Pennsylvania All-Star action from the downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and we will take you to one of the most impressive standardbred breeding farms in the Commonwealth, Diamond Creek. Plus, we have Sire Stakes and the Great Northeast Series races you won't want to miss. And we'll discuss the importance of horse racing to the Pennsylvania economy. And we can't forget about Harrahs Philadelphia. We have a race that will make you go OMG. We're going to kick things off at the downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Last week, there were 4 division of the Pennsylvania All-Stars, but we're just going to start with the 4th division because that's the race that everyone cares about. And it's with a horse that I'm going to let Heather say. I love the horse. The name? It's a struggle for me.
I know. It's number 1, a Beaut. Now, I'm used to saying her name because, first of all, she's the fastest 2-year-old in history. She also was the richest 2-year-old last year, and she was voted the number 1 2-year-old pacing filly in the land in 2018. And everybody wants to know, is she going to be just as great this year?
On to the back stretch. Beaut leading it by a length and 3/4. Kakali not asking. In second there, Philly Hanover gets a little bit closer once again. Third on the inside is She's All Right, followed by What a Fox. Nobody moving to the outside. Now Annie Hill does from 5th. Following that move, Abel Hanover and Maybride Hanover at the back. Beaut going along comfortably by a length and 1/4. Comes to the 3/4 mile marker, 1:24 even, 28-1 in the back stretch. Beaut by a length and 1/2. Philly Hanover still hanging around. On the outside, Annie Hill is 3 away in 3rd. Second over 4th, Abel Hanover. Top of the stretch, Beaut by a length and 1/2. Philly Hanover comes out of the pocket to make her play. Beaut still there. Philly Hanover all out. Beaut holding her steady. Beaut, the champion, returns.
Thank you for that race call, Jim Baviglia. And now we know Beaut is still just as awesome. She's 2 for 2 this season so far. Now, she ends up winning on a sloppy track in 1:51 for trainer Ron Burke. She hasn't raced for almost a month, still gets the job done. She is the daughter of Sweet Lou. We had Matt Kakali in the race bike, and she's just looking like a queen in 2019. That is right. Second was Philly Hanover. Annie Hill was 3rd.
We have a lot more races coming your way in this next half hour, but we want to sidestep for a second to an open house that occurred at a standardbred breeding farm this past week, Diamond Creek Farm. It's really one of a kind. Superstar horses like Always Be Mickey, Sweet Lou, and Father Patrick are just some of the stallions that were showcased at this open house. And to tell us all about it is Shades.
This past weekend, I visited Diamond Creek Farm in York County, Pennsylvania. They had an open house with activities for the kids, some hay rides and games, terrific food and drinks, and of course, some tours of their stallion barns.
This is our 6th annual open house. Kind of wanted to show the town sort of what we are. You know, we're a fixture here in town, and this is a way we open our doors and kind of show behind the scenes what happens here.
I had the chance to catch up with Carolyn Vasquez, the social media and advertising manager at Diamond Creek Farm, to discuss the event.
So this year we have a caterer, which is an addition, because previously we had done all the food ourselves. We also have a bar for the adults. We have an ice cream truck that comes in, so it's pretty big. And then we have a ton of different activities. We have a hay ride that goes around the whole farm, which is fun for everyone, not just kids. We have a straw maze set up. PHRA is here, and they have the roadie ponies, which are the inflatable ponies. So they have the roadie pony races.
Before the end of the day, I made sure to meet some of the stallions that stand at Diamond Creek Farm.
We have 5 stallions in-house here. Most of them are young. Each one have their own personality for sure. Rock and Roll Dance is pretty tough, but he's also the smartest one that we have, so you have to be very careful. He's very particular about what he likes and what he doesn't like. Sweet Lou's never really met a stranger. You know, we've got the fastest horse on the planet here, and he kind of knows it. So, you know, like I said, each one's got their own personality quirks.
It appeared everybody, myself included, had a terrific time at Diamond Creek Farm's open house. If you would like more information about Diamond Creek Farm, you can visit them online at diamondcreekfarm.com.
We want to thank Shades for that feature. He's from the Pennsylvania Horse Racing Association, and we are going to see a lot more of him this season. Well, we do have to take a quick break, but we still have a lot going on in this next half hour. Here's what you can expect to see coming up. We have Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action and races from the Great Northeast Series to show you. Please don't go anywhere.
Top of the stretch, Jerry by just a length. Marseille out of the pocket to take his shot now.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
On and rolling is Luck Be With You, and Luck Be With You is out and after the front, and some star somewhere tracks that move on the outside.
Welcome back. We're going to get right to racing at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono with the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. It's the 3-year-old Colt Trotters. The purse in this one, $56,000. 2 horses I want you to look at. The number 6 horse, Jerry, is the favorite, known for going off stride, but if he behaves, he will be hard to beat. And another horse you have to look at is Marseille, the number 4 horse, making his first start of the 2019 season.
Still Jerry on top. 3/4 reached 125-3, 29-2 third panel. Jerry leading it by a length. On the outside, Ginger Tree Skyer inside Marseille takes second back as Ginger Tree Skyer goes off stride. Poppy Hanover trying to sneak through third. He's 3.5 away. Top of the stretch, Jerry by just a length. Marseille out of the pocket to take his shot now. Jerry, Sears trying to get him home, but Marseille has momentum. It's Jerry and Marseille comes up a winner.
Over a sloppy track, Marseille wins in 153-3, the fastest of the 3 Pennsylvania Sire Stakes divisions on this evening. Now, not only was it his first start of the year, but it's his first lifetime win. The son of Muscle Hill sat the 2-hole most of the mile, then comes home in 27-4 with trainer-driver Aki Svanstedt in the bike. Jerry was there for second. He did most of the work on the front, and Poppy Hanover took third.
And now moving on to race 5, again staying at the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Again, a purse of $56,000 for this one. And I want you to look at 2 horses in this one. The first, the number 2 horse, White Tiger, the even money favorite and coming off a big win. And then the number 6 horse, Goes Down Smooth, is the second choice, looking for 4 in a row.
White Tiger at 3/4, 127 even, 28-1 third panel. It's White Tiger by a length. Klutzy is hanging with him there in the pocket. On the outside, Chiplosive has stalled third, and further back to McMorris Hanover up the pylons fourth. Top of the stretch, White Tiger looking to put it away. Now David Miller asks him for a bit. Klutzy from the pocket is a length and a half back and trying to gain. It's White Tiger on top. Late move from McMorris Hanover closing well, but White Tiger, David Miller confident at the end.
You know, I read that a White Tiger can actually go 60 miles per hour. That actually seems kind of fast, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. But I read it on the internet, so of course it must
has to be true.
Exactly. Now this White Tiger, not going quite as fast, but he's getting there. He wins this one in 155-3 with David Miller on the bike, the son of Muscle Massive. Took the front. By the time they got by the stands, never looks back. McMorris Hanover picked up the place money, and third went to Klutzy. Listen up, everybody. You do not want to miss this. It's only 3 weeks away. June 29th, the $2 million Sun Stakes Saturday See, I get excited just talking. All right, so this is what we got. 3 big paces. We got the Ben Franklin, the Lynch, the Hemp, and of course our huge trot race, the Earl Beal Memorial. You don't want to miss this night. Mark your calendars, June 29th at the Downs at Mohegan Sun, Pocono.
And of course, that is going to be a great night of racing. Speaking of nights of racing, here is a look at the live racing schedule for this week. We do have a few changes to tell you about. The Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, their live harness racing this week is Saturday, June 8th, a special post time for 7:30, Sunday with a post time of 7 o'clock. Monday and Tuesday, the first races start at 4 p.m. And at Harrahs Philadelphia, Sunday racing has a post time of 12:40 p.m. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the first race post time is at 12:25. All right, let's get back to some racing. We are going to head to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, race number 8. We're talking about the Great Northeast Open Series, and this one, it's the open pacing mares. The purse, $30,000. There's 3 horses I want you to check out from the get-go. The number 4 horse, Tequila Monday. I love the name. I think you know why. It's the favorite. She's won 6 out of 7 races this year. The number 2 horse, Apple Bottom Jeans. She was 3rd in the Betsy Ross. And the number 5 horse, Alexis Power, won almost $500,000 last season.
Tequila Monday still on top of Apple Bottom Jeans, 3/4, 123, then 27-4 on the back. It's Tequila Monday still by a length. Apple Bottom Jeans lurking in second. Inside Delightful Memphis looking for room. Outside 4th, Just Like a Queen. Top of the stretch, Tequila Monday stretches the lead out to a length and a half. Now from the pocket, Apple Bottom Jeans looking to close, but Tequila Monday holding true here. It's Tyler Beaut and Tequila Monday.
Okay, full disclosure. Unlike you, I have a really hard time saying Tequila Monday. I had a really bad experience in college with tequila. Not gonna lie, saying the T word makes me very anxious, okay? With that being said, wow, what an amazing mare. You could actually say she's intoxicating.
There we go.
I had to go there. All right, so Tequila Monday, she wins in 1:15.2 with Tyler Beaut. For trainer, Hunter Oaks in wire-to-wire fashion. Apple Bottom Jeans sat the pocket. She took 2nd, and then Delightful Memphis was 3rd.
And now moving on to race number 10, again in the Great Northeast Open Series. This one for open trotters, again, the purse $30,000. 2 horses we want you to take a look at in this one. Number 1 horse, Crystal Fashion, the richest in the field with over $1.2 million in earnings. And the number 5 horse, Moonshiner Hanover, goes for 2 in a row with Georgie Knapp.
And so it's Crystal Fashion, still nobody on his outside to threaten. He comes to 3/4 and 125-1, 28-1 third panel. Crystal Fashion by a length and a half. Moonshiner Hanover staying close enough to strike 2nd. Another length and a half back to Muscle Diamond, and LaGrange is 4th. Top of the stretch, Crystal Fashion looking to finish it off here. He's up by 2, and still Tim Tetrick not asking. Moonshiner Hanover trying to come on 2nd, up the pylons, Muscle Diamond, but it's Crystal Fashion. Tim Tetrick not lifting a finger.
Crystal Fashion, you may remember, was the Earl Beal Memorial champ from last year. Now he wins this one. It's his first win out of 3 starts. He does it in 1:53 flat. Has the driving services of Tim Tetrick for trainer Jim Campbell. And not only was he the favorite in here, but he was the youngest in the field at age 4. Muscle Diamond got a garden spot journey. He took 2nd, and then showing up for 3rd was a Moonshiner Hanover.
And moving on to the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes races, race number 11, and this one, the purse $56,000. This is for 3-year-old colt trotters. 3 horses that you need to keep an eye out for in this one. We have the number 5 horse, Ostrich, recently won the Dexter Cup at the Freehold Raceway. The number 7 horse, of course, also taking an eye at Summit in Sight. Has won his last 3 races. And the number 1 horse, Explosive Breakaway, has been 1st or 2nd in his last 7 starts.
Osterk by a length, Summit in Sight taking his best shot. They come to 3/4, 125-4, much faster on the back, 27-4 for the 3rd panel. It's Osterk leading the way. Summit in Sight refusing to relent, and off stride goes Osterk. Summit in Sight now going at it with Explosive Breakaway, as Guaranteed also made a break. And Explosive Breakaway takes the lead here for Tom Jackson. Summit in Sight, who's been parked the whole way, just can't come on anymore. And Explosive Breakaway going to take advantage at 9-1. Tom Jackson by 3.
The race saw Ostrich on the front end going around the Pocono Oval. Totally looks like he's got the job done, but then makes a costly break-off strider on that last turn. But it is explosive breakaway sitting in the 2-hole. He ends up trotting up to win in 154-2 with Tom Jackson driving. Trainer Fred Grant, and they pay a really nice price of $20.60 to win. Summit in Sight, who was like parked the entire mile, ends up racing huge, finished in second, and then Captain Chaps Hanover was third.
We do have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have part 1 of a 3-part series about how horse racing helps the economy right here in Pennsylvania. Stay with us.
No matter what jurisdiction you go to, it's going to mean jobs. It's going to mean employment for people.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day. Not in this race. Not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, changing lives since 1976 by providing unforgettable experiences while educating young racing fans. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, hands-on equine learning at camps across the country and driving exhibitions. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, providing scholarships, leadership programs, career and college information. Support the Harness Horse Youth Foundation. Log on to hhyf.org and find us on Facebook. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, growing our future with enthusiasm.
Welcome back. You're watching PA Harness Week. Horse racing means jobs and tax dollars to the Commonwealth. This is part 1 of a 3-part series about how this wonderful sport helps our economy. The Pennsylvania horse racing industry has a tremendous economic impact in the Commonwealth. Yes, thousands of people are employed at the state's 6 thoroughbred and standardbred racetracks. Trainers, grooms, jockeys, drivers, betting tellers, blacksmiths, veterinarians, and many others are employed at Pennsylvania's racetracks. But the economic impact of Pennsylvania's thoroughbred and standardbred horse racing and breeding industry is much, much broader. Supplying the thousands of horses involved in Pennsylvania's horse racing industry with feed, like grain and hay, and bedding, such as straw, is an important component of the state's agricultural economy.
80% of our sales here is horse feed. We manufacture about 4,000 ton a year, and most of that, a good 90% of it, is all thoroughbred horses. Racetracks are tremendous consumers of goods and services. All the farm are so dependent on them because of all the hay and the straw. I mean, the feed with us, I mean, thoroughbred horse is a huge, huge part of our business. We couldn't, all what we've done here in the last 8 years wouldn't have been possible without that.
Dennis Wogelmuth is the owner of Wogelmuth Auction LLC, which has locations in New Holland and Leola, Pennsylvania. Each week, farmers in Pennsylvania bring truckloads of hay and straw to auctions like his located around the state. Farmers hope that their best crops will catch the eye of thoroughbred and standardbred horse breeders and owners who pay top dollar for high-end hay for their horses.
They're buying the top quality. It stretches the whole market, and with the good quality and the demand for the horse hay.
According to economic studies, Pennsylvania horse racing and breeding delivers a $4 billion economic impact and employs more than 20,000 people in the state.
No matter what jurisdiction you go to, it's going to mean jobs. It's going to mean employment for people.
But the economic impact and job creation is likely far greater. The equine industry supports hundreds of farms throughout the state that supply hay, feed, and straw. Pennsylvania's racing and breeding industry has also spurred growth for manufacturing and construction companies like Farmco, EB Trailers, King's Construction, and many others. So the next time you visit a racetrack, keep in mind that the racing industry is a major driver of the state's economy, with thousands of Pennsylvanians who rely on the continued success of horse racing for their livelihood. All right, back to racing. We're going to head now to Harrahs Philadelphia. We're starting with race number 7 in the Great Northeast Open Series. This one with a purse of $30,000. 2 horses to look out for in this one. The number 2, None Better, is the 4-5 favorite, and he is going into this one with a 4-race win streak. Another horse to look out for, the number 1, Duplicated, just won on this track with an impressive time of 149.
None Better still in the clear by 1. Tiger Thompson's had the journey. Duplicated now starts to float to the outside. Perfect Bet towards the inside. 4th, Rock the Night is next. Better Memories caught in a stagnant flow as they round the turn. Scott Roxbury towards the back. None Better with 3/4. 121 and 3 at 27, but now Duplicated makes his move. Tiger Thompson still awaits clearance. Perfect Bet angles to the outside with upset hopes. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. None Better taken on by Duplicated. Tiger Thompson about to get room up the inside now. None Better roused Duplicated. Tiger Thompson is Perfect Bet out wide. None Better, Duplicated, Tiger Thompson. None Better game. None Better Gutsian victory.
It was a 7-horse race, but 3 of them actually came from down under. Okay, so we've got None Better, who he's from Australia, just started racing here in America in April. He ends up winning this one. It's his 5th straight victory. In the bike is Joe Bongiorno, driving for his trainer's sister, Jen Bongiorno. None the Better lived up to his name. He wins in 149 and 2. Tiger Thompson is a New Zealand native. Now he's driven by another New Zealand native, that's Dexter Dunn. And then 3rd was another Kiwi, and it's Duplicated.
All right, we are staying right here at Harrahs Philadelphia for this week's OMG moment. It's not every race that at the end makes us go, oh my gosh. Yeah, but this one certainly did. So watch out for 2 horses in this race. The number 8, Haleski, the favorite to win, who's taking a drop in class, and the number 4 horse, Magritte, with Hall of Fame driver David Miller.
Around the turn, Magritte now is 1 to the good. Haleski picks up the chase 2nd, so too does Candell. 3/4, 122 and 2. Blow a Cloud drops back. One and only moves to the outside. Palomar now is on the scene, top of the stretch. Magritte, here's Haleski off the pylons. Candell's right behind him as they straighten away. Magritte's at the inside. Haleski up to engage. Here's Candell, and Palomar is rallying out nicely. One and only up the inside. Haleski, Magritte, here's Candell. Inside, Magritte digs in. Haleski in between, far outside Palomar. Wild finish coming. Who is it? I don't know.
Track announcer Mike Bozich says, oh, wow, finish. And truer words have never been spoken. Now, it's so close that Mike's not even sure who won, but we're going to tell you it was Haleski. After all those lead changes, he ends up on top at the end of the mile with Corey Callahan for trainer Katricia Adams. Right there for 2nd was Magritte. 3rd was Cannell, and then Palomar was a super close 4th.
We do have to take a quick break, but when we come up, we have our blast from the past, and we'll tell you what's trending.
Ready for the Telltale Mile. Playing Hanover with Jimmy Hackett. Way Wave with Ralph Baldwin. And Henry T. Adios with Sand Dancer.
Out and rolling is Luck Be With You. And Luck Be With You is out and after the front. And some star somewhere tracks that move on the outside.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
You are watching PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour. And unfortunately, our half hour is almost up, but not before we show you a very exciting blast from the past. In this week's Blast from the Past, we are going all the way back to 1961 and the Little Brown Jug from Ohio.
Okay, I gotta set this one up because this is the deal. It used to be back in the day, to win the Little Brown Jug, you had to win 2 races in one day. They changed that format the past couple of years, but we're going back to 1961, okay? So stick with me on this one. All right, so in the first elimination for the first heat, we've got Lang Hanover winning, okay? Then we've got the second elimination of the first heat, and we've got Wave winning. Now, the top 4 finishers of the 2 eliminations come back for what should be a final, and one of those 2 winners winning. That's not what happened. Henry T. Adios wins that race. Now, oh my goodness, you do not have a horse yet that has won 2 races in one day. So what do? You have a race-off. Now what you're going to see is Lang Hanover, Wave, and Henry T. Adios in this race-off that will then determine our 1961 Little Brown Jug champion.
All right, Riley Couch opens the gate and Henry T. Adios breaks out on top. Lang Hanover and Wave follow. As they hit the back stretch, Henry T. Adios leads by a length. Lang Hanover is second and Wave is third. 40,000 people screaming now as Henry T. Adios comes into the stretch by a length now. And Lang Hanover is trying to come on the inside. Wave is off stride. It's Henry T. Adios gonna get it all. Lang Hanover second.
The great son of Adios, Henry T. Adios, ends up winning this one for Stanley Dancer. It was Stanley Dancer's very first Little Brown Jug. He then went on to win 3 more after that in the Little Brown Jug history. He does this one in 2:05 flat, which seems really slow, but actually horses were going faster back then. But remember, these horses had raced 3 times in one day, so 2:05 is okay.
Yeah. We like to keep you up to date on some fun things that are trending. So for this week's What's Trending segment, Heather found a few hair-raising items.
I did. You know, summer is here. Everybody's looking for a fresh new look. And some people, like, literally horse around with their haircut. Check this out. Okay, no words. The artist behind this style was a guy who goes by the name of Zaza Barber Tattoo on social media. He can pretty much create anything, an animal or a person's face. I'm thinking about contacting him. I thought I'd get like foiled again on one side and maybe Yannick Gingras on the other one. I'm thinking about it. We'll see on the next show. Also, what about your horses? You know, they want a new look for summer. So what do? You contact Melody Hames from the United Kingdom. She can clip your horse into any kind of 4-legged piece of art. You got to check out her work. She is all over social, and you can find her under The Horse Barber, which seems legit.
And speaking of social media, you can always find us on social media as well. On Facebook, we are at Harness Week. On Twitter, we're at PA Harness Week, and you can watch all of our episodes and all of our stories on YouTube as well. Thanks so much for joining us in this half hour. We will see you same time, same place next week right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia.